I would say U2, the band U2 revolutionized music in the 1980s. There's a few different reasons for this. I'm going to explain why. Um, I wasn't as into their 90s music or their more recent music in the past 25 years. I like their more recent music and their 90s music. I like it. I don't love it like I love their 80s music. To me, U2 in their 80s music, they defined a sound that was what music was going to be like in the 90s. It was a very future forward kind of sound. Like they used some synthesizers, some bells and whistles and stuff, but some things, some background noises, but it was mostly the guitar and the singing and the drums, the rattle and hum of the whole thing. So, um, U2. I'm not saying they sounded like '90s music in the '80s, but I am saying that they had a great singer and they had great instrumentalists who played their music, um, and they had a great band and they had a great singer, and they sang about important topics. U2 sang about important topics. They sang about God in the '80s. They sang about Martin Luther King. They sang about war. They sang about being a boy, and very important topics like growing up and aging and being young and what it's like to be young and like you two talked about a lot of important topics when a lot of other bands were in talking about like really frilly things. U2 was talking about big important topics. That's one of the lyrics are one of the things that made U2 really special in the 80s, and going forward after that they were special too for their lyrics as well. um, they're one of the they're some of the best lyricists in music of all time, I believe. And they're and what was his name? Bono. Uh, is his name John Bono? Is that his name? I don't know his name, but the singer of it, his voice reaches such highs and such lows, and he's really got an amazing voice. He's really got one of the greatest voices of all time. Um, and it's really special voice. It's really special band. And when I think of '80s music, one of the new wave artists I think of is U2. Uh, U2 was part of that new wave sound. That first wave of British people came over from the Beatles and the Rolling Stones and all that in the '60s and stuff, early '70s, and then the second wave came over in the '80s with with all the with the second wave came over in the '80s with all the uh, with all the people like U2 and Duran Duran and Howard Jones and all that stuff. Um, I, I'll always appreciate U2 for what they did. I always keep them as a great band in my head. I think more people should listen to U2. I think more people would be happier if they listened to U2. And I think that the world would be a more peaceful place if more people listened to U2. There would be less war and stuff. And the world would be a better place if more people listened to U2. I think, you think about God when you think about U2. You think about morality. You think of what's right and wrong. One Tree Hill. Oh, the sweetest thing. Oh, the sweetest thing. That's what I think of when I think of U2. So I give U2 two thumbs up, especially their '80s music. Um, Let me know in the comments down below what do you think of U2 and their '80s music in particular. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Please subscribe to my channel. Have a great day. Bye bye.